Becky had told me about this ministry that was called hismen.com. It was one that she had gone to several times, and I went to that, and there were things on there which had evidences and reasons that Mormonism was not true, but the page that I wanted to go to were the stories of people who have left the church. And as I'm going through these stories, a lot of them were, well, I was inactive for a long time. Well, of course you didn't know the church was true. You were inactive. And then I go to the next one. Well, my mother had a drinking problem. Well, no wonder you didn't have a testimony. And then finally, I came across a couple testimonies. One was by someone who had been the Elders Quorum president. And he left the church while being a faithful, active Mormon. And he went through some of his process and what made him want to leave. And after he left, he became a Christian. There was joy in there. I thought, wow, well, he didn't leave the church so that he could start drinking and smoking and prostituting on street corners. He's a upstanding citizen. And then I came across other stories like that, and those were the ones that I needed to see. And so I reached out to the owners of that ministry, Dennis and Rowney Higley, and they invited us to come to their home to visit them in Salt Lake. My husband and I decided we were going to really find out once and for all, beyond a shadow of a doubt, either that Mormonism was true or that it wasn't true, but we had to know the truth. So we went to Dennis and Rowney's house after that. They spent 7 hours with us and showing us the reasons that Mormonism isn't true. So my mind was reeling, but I realized that Mormonism was not true. Everything seemed to crumble around me. It was like I was set free. It was something inside just totally separated from me, all the struggles, the heartaches. And then I remembered all those times that I was drawn to Jesus, whether it was through the music, through the singing, those Jesus moments.
When Tracy's shelf finally gave way, the foundation of her worldview crumbled. But it was at this lowest point that God began to rebuild her life, laying a new, solid foundation based on trust and a relationship in Christ and Christ alone, giving her hope for life and eternity.